guys can go in there, share it up. I'm gonna create a button too, to where it makes a status for the pages and everything on the stream deck. I can make a page for Twitter to tweet right to the pages and everything too. I'll do that. Somebody over there. Somebody's house is on fire.
Right. Nice. Well, damn.
What happened?
Another one just came by.
Something's going on.
Sean Kingston outside or something?
Sean Kingston. When you say it's over. You guys good to go?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Recording in progress.
Oh.
All right, man. Welcome
scares
back.
me.
We got another episode of Inspired by True Event Sports Podcast. You got your boy, co-host, co-founder of IBTE Network, Lawrence here. I'm gonna let these guys introduce themselves. Whoever wants to go
Well,
next.
Let's see. Boom. Okay. Phil here. Pretty decent week so far. I mean, another Boston team got kicked out of playoffs by the New York Islanders. The Bruins got eliminated in 6 games, but the Red Sox swept the Yankees, so balance. So I guess. So
You're from New York and root for Boston.
I'm from Massachusetts, actually, but you know.
Where do you live? How long have you lived here?
Kenny, how'd you doing this week?
How long have you lived here?
We got a show to do. I don't know if you want to. No,
Yeah.
about like 8 years. So
It's been relatively longer than 8 years, Philip.
very true.
Anyways, I'm Kenny. I was doing fine until Phil decided he wants to, rub salt in the wound with the Red Sox. But I don't even watch baseball anymore, so I don't let that bother me.
Jesus. Y'all throwing punches already, man. It's been a stressful week for me. Work has been absolutely mollywopping me. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, it's Friday. It's Friday Junior right now. I'm hoping the actual Friday is relaxing somewhat, so I can actually get outside, play some basketball or something. I've barely been able to get out the house, so I'm glad to be here to talk with you guys again with some sports. So, man, let's get right into it. We're gonna go right to the nonsense that happened on Sunday. Floyd, some people's GOAT, might not be your GOAT. 50-0. He'll fight a raccoon. He'll fight a grizzly bear. As long as it's not an actual title fight and goes against his boxing record, he'll fight him. Floyd against, what was it, Jake Paul?
Logan
Paul. They both look the same, to be honest. they said, some people said they look like the twins from You Got Served.
Rob Hoffman? Didn't they look like Rob Hoffman?
Bro, when they
I
said
think
that,
that's his name.
I was dying, bro. I don't know what his name is, but
I think it's yeah.
so you guys watch. I'm gonna flat out say here and say I watched it illegally. I
Allegedly.
don't care. Allegedly, Floyd was working
Well, the
real.
legal stream on Showtime didn't even work.
Right.
Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't know that. It didn't.
Yeah, the people who paid for it on Showtime were all night kept getting the error served to them.
Wow,
So-
that's insane.
Sucks to suck.
Right.
What
I
the
mean-
hell? How does that even work? You got what was it? $50 to watch?
Yep.
I believe.
Yeah,
so.
when people tried to log into it, like they were contacting Showtime all night long, and it just kept saying, "We're sorry, try again later." Like after the fight started.
That's insane.
Nope,
Absolutely.
Floyd
insane.
did definitely not care about that.
No, he didn't. He had somebody working on salary to block all those illegal streams though. It was working over overtime.
Right. On Twitch, on YouTube, on every
Everything.
single platform you can think of.
But man, what'd you guys think of the little bit that you guys did see?
I thought it was a waste. I mean, I don't understand why the guy keeps doing this. Like, if you're gonna be retired, be retired. If you're gonna fight boxers. Like, I can even respect when he fought McGregor because he was still a fighter with a boxing background. But like, what is the benefit of doing this fight other than you made millions of dollars?
Right.
It just taints your legacy at this point, though. Like, if you're really concerned about going down as one of the greatest ever, like Ali would never take a fight like this. Tyson would have never taken a fight like this. Like, you look like you're broke.
Yeah, I was allowed to mention that. I mean, there's rumors that he spends a lot more than he earns, so maybe it's just a paycheck just to help him, stay afloat. Because you know how much
Yeah, he has all
Floyd
those.
loves money.
He has all those clubs or whatever. I don't know if they survived the pandemic or not, but hey, that's his money, his pockets.
Right.
Ain't making me no difference unless he giving me
Yeah.
some money.
I mean, this match was pretty much, I think a lot of people are calling it a hugging match since, there was it was a bunch of defense and Logan Paul hugging Floyd, so we didn't get obviously we didn't get our money's worth, but I feel sorry for the people who did buy it.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate with that. Right? I looked up the definition of boxing, right? And I think people want when there's any type of barbaric sport like boxing, UFC, they want
Take
knockouts.
their heads off. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It's about points. At the end of the day, that's why I feel like that's why they don't like Floyd because he doesn't knock people out like Triple G. He doesn't knock people out like Canelo. But at the end of the day, he hits you enough. That glove hits your body enough to get the points to win the game. That's what it is.
Well, and that's when most of Floyd's fights have always been like that. Like, so it looked like a typical Floyd fight. It was just pointless in the sense that there was not going to be a winner name because they weren't keeping score or anything. So that's why it was pointless because unless somebody knocked somebody out, we were never going to know who won. So
yeah. Also, there was we were talking about this off air, but allegedly there's rumors going around that Logan Paul actually got knocked out, but Floyd held up Logan to make sure the fight stayed longer. So
he definitely did because he was out of it. If he stepped to the side, it'd have been going down, or at least stumbling. And that's what it looked like. But what did y'all think about Chad, man? He said Logan ain't get knocked out. I don't know, man. You run that tape back, it looked like he got knocked.
He did a lot better than Nate Robinson. I'll tell you that. Because I think on the podcast they were the other co-hosts were saying you're gonna end up like Nate Robinson or like that, but I think he did prove them most of them wrong. Even though he did get knocked out once, but he got right back up. But definitely a performance that Chad can be proud of.
Yeah, I was impressed though. Like the way he was moving his feet and everything. He was out there, man. He was out there.
yeah, well, like I said to you guys when we were watching it, like you can tell that he like respected the sport and was taking it seriously. He wasn't going out to like, oh, I'm an athlete, I can just do this. Like he took it seriously and actually tried to learn boxing. Like I respect it.
Showbo said internet clip does make it look like he did. But he stood in there for 8 rounds with him. But that clip did look like he did get knocked out, but if he didn't, then more power to him. He took a punch from hell from a champion and a GOAT. So listen, at the end of the day, he's a millionaire just from that fight. He came in there super confident. He came in there with a Charizard card around his neck. Like, Insane. Absolutely insane, bro. Insane. Hold on, we got Nil. We got both of the original gang is back today. Original gang is back. Nil's in the waiting room. We'll get him in here.
Nielsen!
There he goes. Look, he cropped both pictures. There you go. Wait.
Terribly. Cropped terribly.
Yeah.
You look like you
What's
shoot.
up?
You look like you shoot clay pigeons, bro.
I shoot clay.
Am I wrong?
I shoot everything, boy.
All
I
right.
shoot it all, baby. That's
All right,
it.
man. Listen.
First off, I don't even want to say nothing, but look at that. Look at that.
All right. Well, this guy.
Phil!
Phil. What's good with you? All right. Listen. Introduce yourself, man, to the people, and let us know how you feeling this week or today.
What's going on, everybody? You know what it is. It's your boy Neil. I'm back. I'm feeling great. I'm here. I'm chilling with the boys. This is the original IBTE Sports Podcast. I'm a founder. Phil is not. Kenny is not. Me. I'm a founder. I'm here. The podcast is back to normal. Shout out to my boy Phil right there. Shout out to the Nets. Get the pussy ass Lakers out of here. Get them pussy ass Celtics out of here. All right. All I know is the Nets are about to win the whole fucking thing. Because if we
All right. Well, listen. We're gonna get to all that. We're gonna get to all that.
Well,
How did you feel?
Julio Jones the fuck out of here too.
Listen,
all
we're
right?
gonna
Get
get
his
we're
ass
gonna
outta here,
get
too.
to all of that. We're gonna get to all of that. How do you feel about the
Alright,
debacle
podcast
that
over?
went right?
I agree with Kenny.
He just came in and he just said a bunch of nonsense. But anyway, he said, "Let's go Nets." How did you feel about the boxing event that took place Sunday?
You know he didn't watch it.
I actually watched it.
Oh.
I said to myself that I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
watch
he's
it.
gonna watch it. Like he was texting with us. He said, "I'm not gonna
Yeah.
watch this," and then he got to round 3 of that shit. And he started watching when Chad was fighting. Then said, "This
Yeah,
shit
I
is
did.
trash. So I'm turning it off." And then
Yep.
Floyd came back and he started typing in the chat.
That's fact.
It's
All that shit is
Floyd.
facts.
It's Floyd, bro. When Floyd is
Floyd.
fighting, when he's 55, we gonna still watch it.
It's
'Cause it's
Floyd.
Floyd.
At the end of the day, it's Floyd. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
I was interested. I was intrigued, and the whole. I mean, who is this? Logan Paul or is it Jake Paul? Who
Logan.
fought?
This one was
I don't even know.
Logan.
One of the fucking. One of those.
One
fucking
of them.
fuckers. Yeah.
Jake knocked out Nate Robinson. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watched the fight. I mean, I don't know what people expect Floyd to do. Floyd was never a knockout punch guy. Plus, he's fighting somebody that's, I don't know, 4 times his size. So the fact that he could even get any punches in on him, I think is impressive as far as Floyd Mayweather goes. I mean, he's always been a Philly shell defensive style boxer. Getting inside has never been really his game. It's really been a, roll with the punches and then come back with a haymaker type shit. So it was interesting to see Floyd change his whole fucking game up. And he said the same thing when he fought Conor. He said the same thing when he fought McGregor. He said, "Listen, I had to change up how many different game plans I had coming into this fucking fight." And
Right.
Conor said the same thing. He was like, "I didn't expect it. I didn't know what to expect. Every time I came out in a round, Floyd had some other type of fucking shit that he was doing." So that's what makes Floyd one of the best fighters of all time. I would never say he's the best fighter of all time. Sure, 15-0, cool. But he picked his fights. Every single one was picked. And I can't call somebody that can't knock out a fly with a right hook the best fighter of all time. I guarantee you right now, Floyd could punch you in the face
Boxer,
and eat that shit.
like what? Like, are we detaching fighter and boxer? Because you could say he's the best boxer ever because he's mastered the scoring system.
I don't
No,
think
he's not the best boxer
I don't
ever.
think he's the best boxer ever either. And he's definitely not the best fighter ever. That's that's for sure.
Because
I mean,
fighter, I would say fighter would be more of a brawler, willing to take the risk and knock somebody out.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, right off the bat, you're looking at Muhammad Ali, obviously the greatest of all time. Mike Tyson, one of the best of all time. I mean,
Mike Tyson.
hit people. Mike Tyson. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't kill people.
Bro, you used to. I know my dad used to tell me this. Like tickets used to be so pricey, and then people will go there and the fight be over in 15
Yeah, I mean,
seconds.
it was ridiculous. He literally swung so fucking hard. I'm surprised people didn't die. And then you've got people like people that. You've got Anthony Joshua, who's been not the best as of late.
He got knocked out by
Gennady
Bodega Boy.
Golovkin, who before he fought Canelo was one of the best fighters we've ever seen. You got Tyson Fury, who I think is going to go
He's
down
also
as the
a
best fighter
cheater,
of all
though.
time.
Doper.
Who?
Then Triple G dope.
I'm not sure. That's a good point. That's a good
I
question.
think I think he did. I think he did with the Canelo
Check the
fight.
facts.
Yeah.
We can look that up.
So that's an asterisk.
You know, you got Deontay Wilder, who is one of the best fighters we've ever seen. Tyson Fury, one of the best fighters we've ever seen. And Gervonta Davis, right now, who I think if Gervonta Davis fights Ryan Garcia, which he will, and knocks the fuck out of Ryan Garcia, which he will, I think Gervonta Davis will go down as one of the best fighters of all time.
I'm interested. That fight will be crazy though.
Yeah, and everybody sleeps on Canelo. If Canelo fought Floyd when he wasn't 20
Yes,
years
I was
old,
just going to say that.
Canelo.
Canelo is
Yeah.
a monster. But listen, that's what Floyd knew
I know
what was
exactly.
going on.
Every single fight. That
He
Floyd
said he
picked,
probably
he's a
saw him.
mastermind.
He probably
Yeah.
saw him and was like, "Yo, he's gonna be different when he." Because
Right,
I think he
Yeah,
fought
if
him
you
when
fight
he
him
fought
now,
him when he was like
it'll be on
20.
my record.
He was like 22 years old when he fought
Yeah,
him.
like
Crazy.
And now he's just different, bro. He's in a different.
He's different.
machine.
Yeah, Canelo is different. He's definitely gonna go down as one of the best fighters you've ever seen. But Floyd may not be able to read, but that man is an absolute. He said he's the best. He's the best at legalizing legal bank robbery. He is an absolute mastermind when it comes to business.
He also did say in those Showtime specials and things like that is he's fighting people with countries behind them for the money. So that's what he thinks about.
He went to Japan, or was it China or
like
Japan,
that's why he was fighting Maidana. Maidana had a whole entire. I think he was from Venezuela.
Multiple times.
That's why he fought Pacquiao.
Yeah. So.
Well, he fought Pacquiao because people said he's got to fight Pacquiao or he won't. He's got to get.
Yeah,
through
we're never
Pacquiao.
going to consider. Exactly, we'll never even put him in the conversation.
Which was one of the worst fights I've ever seen, but people were
Oh,
surprised,
by
and
far.
I was like, this is people who watched that fight that were surprised don't know don't know how Floyd boxes.
Right, that was gonna, whether they fought then or they fought 5 years prior. The match was always going to look like that.
That's how it's going to be. That's exactly how it's going to be. It doesn't matter.
Comes
Manny
in,
Pacquiao also,
but he
also
did. He
not
walked
known
it.
as
He
an
did
aggressive
walk him.
fighter.
He did walk him down though, because he was just stalking him the whole match. Man, he was defensive at the same time, but he was still going to him.
Yes, I mean boxing has changed a lot over the years. As a fan of the sport since day one, I don't like the way that it's been going, but it is what it is. People only in it for the money now. Records don't mean shit to anybody anymore. I mean, I'm sorry, they mean everything to everybody. Nobody wants to put a belt on the line for shit. The divisions really don't mean anything anymore. If you can't really name a top fighter in any division except for the ones that I named,
There's like, isn't there like five? Well, they're not conferences, but what are they?
there's so many fucking different, like, you got to unify belts now and everything.
Yeah.
Like that's the WBF, the IBF, the CBF. There's so many
You
different
collect
federations.
them and then fight like a super
It's
champion.
crazy. It really is crazy. But and like back in the day, the rivalries mattered. Roy Jones Jr. fought Bernard Hopkins because that's just what people wanted to see. Mike Tyson fought Leonard Lewis. Like this is the shit that they did. They did it because they hated each other. Like they generally did not like the other person. They stepped in the ring like, okay, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this dude, or I'm gonna die. Like they didn't care.
Yep.
They were just gonna beat the shit out of each other.
PJ Tucker getting into it right now with KD. And Kyrie and security.
Oh shit!
Man.
Get him out of here.
But what'd you think about Chad though?
Bro, I watched the fight again. It was a quick fight. It was only like 4 rounds, I think.
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
3 rounds. Yeah. So I watched the fight again. You can definitely see, like Kenny
No,
said. in the
it was
group chat,
it was
like,
4 2-minute rounds.
Oh.
I believe it was
Like,
4 2
but
minute rounds.
like Kenny said in the group chat, you could see that somebody that's actually has respect for the sport, knows what he was doing. He definitely wanted to try to win that fight. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned, but he was fighting a professional fighter. Like bare knuckle boxing, you say what you will, but that's professional fighting. The dude
Right.
gets paid to fight, so his hands are legal weapons. He held his own, to be honest, and he actually landed some good shots. He doesn't have
definitely.
he won't have the knockout power that a professional fighter will have because he doesn't have that type of strength yet. That all comes, but you can definitely see the speed. You can definitely see the stamina is there. I think it'd be cool if he keeps doing that shit. Exhibition matches here and there. Definitely wouldn't mind seeing him fight again. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked the fuck out though.
Yeah, it was definitely cool to see him. He held his own. He backed up what he said on the podcast. So.
I don't know. I mean, he said he's ready for Conor McGregor. I hope he was joking
Nah,
after
he was
that because
he was
that's a
joking.
one piece. That's a see you later. Like that chin's not ready for that. I'm sorry.
Can I say I respect Chad Johnson way more than Brandon Marshall, who for over a year has been going on anywhere that'll listen saying I could knock out Deontay Wilder. I'd fight him. Blah 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 blah.
Jake Paul.
I'm sure Brent. But
Jake
no,
Paul.
but
Jake Paul
I'm
said,
sure he
"I
had the
will
chance
knock
to
you
get in the
out."
ring with someone like Chad Johnson did. You won't even take that match, but I got to listen to you every chance you get. Tell me how you can knock out Deontay Wilder. Okay.
Jake Paul said right to his face, he said, "I'll knock you out."
It's,
right on the podcast.
it's really crazy. Like athletes really think that they can fight for some reason. I don't know why.
It's different. It's different than when you out on the street
It's way different. First
way
off,
different.
like when you're out in the street, like I don't. I mean, I haven't been in 1,000 street fights, but I mean, I've had my fair share of scraps. But you're punching and you're trying to knock somebody out, and they last like a minute at the most, right? This time you're going in. You know how much like I've boxed a little bit just for fun, nothing crazy. But like when you're trying to punch somebody and you're just hitting their body, or like they're rolling in with their shots and you're just hitting their arms, you are exhausted after. Your arms, like you can't even lift your arms. I don't know how people lift their arms after boxing matches. Like the lactic acid buildup and shit in your arms after throwing so many punches, it's absolutely ridiculous. Athletes are like, yeah, they're built different. NFL players are built different. Obviously, all professional athletes are, but fighters are built different.
Your bodies are built to the sport you play, man.
It's one of the toughest sports to train for boxing.
Not just your bodies, but your mind too. You got to have the mindset to go out there and
I'm going to get punched in the face 50 times tonight.
And you got to be absolutely fucking insane to partake in that. I always said that. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be somewhat crazy. Something that's gotta be loose up there to want to fight somebody or be in a fight, or bro.
Literally for fun. Like boxing is a little different because it's more of like I would say boxing is more of an art. When it comes down to it, like they always say the sweet science of boxing. Like obviously there's a way to do every single little thing in boxing, but like MMA is a whole another animal. Like you got to step into a ring, like into the cage with somebody, and know how to defend everything, right? Like you got to be able to block kicks and punches and elbows and fucking everything.
I was in like Strife had us do that shit in our junior and senior year in football, bro. I would never do that. I'll take 2 days for 3 weeks straight before I go and step into MMA training.
Crazy.
Well, they had us running in a circle for like 12 minutes straight, bro.
Oh, like fighting
12 minutes straight, bro.
Fighting endurance like, is a level of endurance, bro. It's really
my
crazy.
socks were sweating, like, like, bro. It was the craziest, bro. First 2 workouts, I'm completely throwing up. Like, I could like nothing but respect for people that do that shit for a living.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at like even the difference between MMA endurance and boxing endurance. You can see when Conor stepped into the ring with Floyd, he was gassed.
Yeah, he got to that 4 or 5 range, and it was.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's hard to fight Floyd. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you're at your first boxing match and you're fighting one of the people, like notoriously the hardest person to hit ever in the boxing ring, like literally people can't hit him. I mean, you could see at points where in that fight with Paul, brother, that like he would like literally fuck with him. Like he would just.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just disappears. He's just not there.
So crazy,
and you look crazy. You look funny when you swing at him because you're just like swinging at air and you're just not there.
All right, man. Videos come out, Instagram posts. Bleacher Report has been beasting all day over Julio Jones.
Shut up. I thought I was going to be able to get through it.
No, we're going to talk about it. In the Titans jersey, he's wearing number 2.
You don't even need to.
We need to.
Man.
2.
I feel bad for the AFC South, man.
I'm just glad he's in the AFC. That's all I'll say.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
Let Phil and them take care of him over there.
But New Orleans has still got to see them, though, the last week.
Oh, he's gonna get somebody else.
I might go to that game with Otto too. So
that'd be crazy.
He gonna be talking hella shit to me.
I mean, yeah, it's a good. I think it's an upgrade in team for him. So the team overall is an upgrade for him, but he definitely gets a downgrade in quarterback, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing with your upgrade in team comment, though. They were so like such a threat because their offense came to life recently, right? Like they were doing a great job on offense. You know who their offensive coordinator was? Arthur Smith. Do you know where Arthur Smith is now? He's the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh no, I know that's a fact.
Balance.
But I just think overall, like even
Oh, I mean, again, because their defense can.
like
we can't
overall
stop a
team,
nosebleed.
like, he goes from a team to a better team. So I think overall for his outlook, you know, if he was looking to win a championship, you know what I mean, and that his choices were between the Titans and the Falcons. I think going to the Titans gives him a better chance of winning a championship than being with the Falcons.
Yeah. It's just this whole thing has just been so odd from a Falcon fan perspective, how it all went down. Like,
100%.
you know, it was like, no, we're not committing to him. But then it comes out that he wanted to go, but then did he really want to go? And then, oh, he always wanted to be with Tennessee because he liked their system. But we now have the Tennessee system. Then there were the rumors that, oh, he said he wants to play with a strong arm quarterback. But the top two teams on his list were the Ryan Tannehill-led Titans and the Cam Newton-led Patriots. So, you know, you don't know what to believe because everything that came out was like contradicting everything that we were seeing.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the Patriots and the whole Julio Jones thing. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw like they were the favorites betting odds, I was like, yeah, they're definitely not getting them because I think
it was never happening.
Never. I know, but still, like the year before, or I think 2 years ago, they traded a second and another pick for Mohamed Sanu. I was thinking, you know, same opportunity.
I just don't think, you know, as far as if Julio had any say in where he went, which I do think he did because of what he's done for that organization, I don't think he would have wanted to play with Cam Newton. I mean, I know they're probably friends, whatever, but he's not going to get the ball. He likes to run the deep route. I mean, he's not throwing. Cam Newton's not throwing the ball that far anymore.
I think a lot of the stuff we saw came out were smoke screens from the Falcons front office to drive up the price. I think that it was always only Tennessee. I think Tennessee was bidding against themselves, and the Falcons kept leaking things to make it seem like there were more teams interested. This is what it seems like to me.
He said, John said in the chat, 2 seems like a fire number. I'm also glad he's not in New England. They could have agreed with the contract. Do you see? Yeah, definitely.
I like the single digit number as well. I think that's dope. You see a lot. I know a couple of people on the Rams changed their numbers as well. I want to say Jalen Ramsey's also number 2 right now.
Tennessee, does this put Tennessee over the hump in the playoffs? And they just where did they just make it last year?
They made
last year was the everything was divisional round, wasn't it? Yeah. No, that was 2 years ago.
AFC Championship 2 years ago, and then the divisional.
They lost to the Ravens.
Yeah, they lost the Ravens first weekend last year.
Yeah, that's right. They got knocked first.
Here's the thing: as long as Ryan Tannehill is your quarterback, you're still limited.
How far can you go? How far can you go?
Like, I'm not saying he's bad. I just think you're still limited.
Right.
Like that's great. You have Julio Jones, but a wide receiver is not going to win you a Super Bowl. If that's the case, the Falcons would have had multiple Super Bowls by now.
I think exactly what Katie said. I think wide receiver is not going to win you a Super Bowl, but they do have, you know, they do kind of have a full package with them over there now. I mean, they have a great offensive line. Obviously, they have probably the best running back right now in the NFL, and one of the best running backs in the NFL. They have a decent defense, and they also have other guys around Julio that wants to play wide receiver that can catch the ball as well.
AJ, yeah.
Do you know what you're naming? You're naming what the Atlanta Falcons have had all Julio Jones' career. Except Matt Ryan was better than Ryan Tannehill. Devontae Freeman was a top 5 running back. Julio Jones always had a great number 2 receiver. I'm just saying you're naming everything.
Playing in a much weaker division though. AFC
conference.
Division. When you get to the playoffs, you still have to get through the Chiefs. You have to get through the Bills. You know, you have to get through the Ravens. You got to get through the Browns. Like, sure, they're going to win their division.
Yeah, it's real out there in the AFC, man.
It's pretty much we got to see how this is going to play out in the season.
I think the league is pretty balanced right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would say the same. You know, I would say a lot of the times when you go into an NFL season, you look at it like, okay, this is who's gonna go, and really nobody else really has a shot. Or you can narrow it down to 6 or 4 teams right at the start. Obviously, injuries change that, but like this year, it could be like you look at the NFC West, for example, the Rams aren't the clear-cut favorite to win that division. You got the Seahawks, the 49ers, the Cardinals, all really good this year, and that can go with almost every single division. Obviously, the NFC South, that's always a toss-up every year. The AFC, whatever the fucking Patriots playing, they not winning the division. We already know. So their ass is out. See you later.
You know I have them finishing this year.
Yeah, we know, mid to high low tier
draft pick.
Like barely just making the playoffs or like a mid to high draft pick.
No,
making the Super Bowl.
Either a wild card team or they're gonna get a good draft pick.
I actually have them as a wild card team this year, projected wise. Nothing else. Sticking on one thing.
We'll definitely throw some predictions out before the NFL season starts.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. It's approaching fast. They're in what?
It's fast. We got 90 days, 89 days.
Are they in OT? No, they're not in OTAs, are they?
Yeah, but no, they're past OTAs now. They're like mini camps with
the full team.
vets now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can always go off it like based off Hard Knocks. That's how I remember.
Because August, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when that gets the preseason games start and all that shit. So
I'm tweaking.
Yeah, Hard Knocks starts like a week or two before preseason.
The NFL and college is pretty much aligned. Like that first week.
Bro, I would like to see the Titans on Hard Knocks this year.
That'd be beautiful.
Did they hear Julio a little bit?
Plus, they got characters.
They got
in that
personalities
too.
too.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, AJ Brown just showed us he's a reality TV star.
Is Vrabel still the head coach?
Oh yeah,
and he's a
Vrabel would have
too.
a ball, bro.
He said, John said, Bills also have to repeat what they did last year if they're trying to come close to that gap, so New England doesn't get any.
Yes, the Bills.
I don't think New England is.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we gotta just because they were good, like they're not.
He said, "Agreed, John." He said, "Agreed, John."
Like I'm sorry. That's just you went out and signed 3 tight ends and Nelson Aguilar. Good for you. Like I don't understand that.
Their signings look good.
Feels like let up, please. Let up.
Their signings look good because it was the
internally.
Like look at it like that. Like if you look at
if the Raiders signed the same players, we'd be like,
okay, all right, cool.
Jonathan Smith, Hunter Henry, Nelson Aguilar. That's cute, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Like if the Rams went out and signed those players, it'd be like, okay, all right.
We wouldn't even talk about it.
I was about to say you still gotta throw the ball down the field.
Right.
At the end of the day.
I'm a big Jonathan Smith guy. I have been, but we saw him do it for 1 season. I'm just throwing that out.
Oh yeah, he did.
Hunter Henry
That's a good
has
point
been made
too.
of glass for how long?
That's a good point too. John said.
Okay,
7.
their defense. We've talked. How old are those defensive players coming back?
Very true.
They're not 25 years old. They're old guys now. I'm sorry. Like we're not talking. Dante Hightower is old. Pat Chung retired. He was so old. Like you're not bringing. You guys can believe what you want, but that's not happening. I'm sorry.
Listen,
we'll wait and see for the season.
I've been sold out on the motherfucking Patriots for a while now. All right.
Yeah.
Them pussy ass boys ain't doing shit and no long time soon. All right. So if y'all a Patriots fan, I feel bad for you.
No, but Phil, seriously, who on defense is coming? I know Dante Hightower's coming back. That was big. I'm not even being funny. Who else was coming back that opted out? Like that's big name.
Well, Patrick Chung obviously came back,
but he retired.
Some of the D linemen's coming back, but not anyone too important. So the biggest name was pretty much Hightower.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Hightower wasn't going to take it from a 7-win team to a 10-win team.
No.
Hightower and Pat Chung weren't going to bring you from 7 to 10 wins.
Yeah, but I mean, in my opinion, I've seen a lot of reports saying Cam's throwing has been improved, which are just reports. I know what you guys are thinking. That doesn't mean anything. It's more of a we'll wait and see. So, but
what about those
last year?
Listen. Don't listen to them, bro. Don't listen to them, bro. Believe in your team, bro. Believe in your team, man. My team.
Have you ever heard the saying?
Come on, man.
Once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, fucking kill yourself, all right?
Whoa, guidelines.
How many times you Patriots fans have to be fooled?
Hey, all I know is we're a better team than last year. That's all I know. That's all I'm saying. We're definitely a better team than last year.
What about the reports also saying that Jared Stidham is outperforming Mac Jones in practice?
Those are just reports. We don't.
Reported by the same people saying Cam Newton's arms looking good.
Hey.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Fight
back.
Fight back. Reports that Mac Jones has also done well, so it's like
Yeah, but they said Jared Stidham is out dueling.
I mean, coming into the season, if you're a Patriots fan, who do you want as your quarterback to give you the best chance of winning?
This is
probably Cam at the moment.
Cam.
It has to be Cam.
I disagree.
That was a question that you weren't supposed to answer.
No, I'm answering.
They're gonna hold you to that. Remember on June 10th at 10 o'clock.
Because week 5 when he said it's time to go to Mac Jones, I'm flipping it.
No, let me finish my answer. Because I think Cam Newton should be the starter as of right now, but if he regress like last year, it's gonna be Mac Jones is.
All right, man. All right, I'm gonna get you out of the jam, man. I want to appreciate everybody that's tuning in right now. Shout out to Showboat. Shout out to John. Shout out to Phil for saying Cam Newton is hopefully the quarterback. I pray, bro. I hope he show up for you, man. Make sure y'all go and check out the new IBTE Sports page on all platforms at IBTE Sports, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram right now, and the network page at IBTE Network. And the website is up and live. It's actually pinned in the chat. Go check that out. Man, NBA playoffs. A lot of surprises.
Not for me.
Luka, it's like I said, there's surprises. Luka,
Not for me.
There's surprises. Luka had control of the series, man. He's balling. Got up out of there. Kawhi said no way. Sent them packing. You got the Bucks versus Nets. You got the Sixers versus the Hawks. The Jazz and the Clippers. The Nuggets versus Suns, man. Where do you guys want to start? Or do you guys want to talk about the teams that were eliminated?
I just want to say I told you so. I just want to let everybody know that I knew the Lakers were going to lose to the Suns. The Lakers were in no fucking shape or form ever going to make it to the finals this year. Too many injuries. LeBron is too old to carry a team. Anthony Davis has made it fucking plastic. The team was in shambles, all right? And Kenny had the audacity to come out here and tell me that they were going to fucking do some crazy shit this year. Like, get the fuck out of here. The Nets have...
Are you proud that you
got the best player?
Bro,
you got the best player in the world, bro.
Players, all right, plus a good fucking bench and everybody and good role players all over the place. It was never even close. And the audacity that this kid has, he's out here on a sports podcast talking about.
Didn't you hold on? Didn't you have? Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta call bullshit. You had the Lakers. You had no. You had the Lakers in 7. You had the Lakers in 7 before AD got hurt. Do not do this bullshit. Do not do this bullshit right now and switch up.
I said before this happened, I said I really, really, really want to pick the Suns in 7.
But did you?
I didn't pick the Suns in 7,
okay.
But I knew.
So everything you just said,
that the Suns were gonna beat the fucking.
Everything you just said.
Easy to say now.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay.
You didn't make the call. Flashback.
Wait. So you're proud of yourself for knowing deep down inside that a 2 seed was gonna beat a 7 seed. But you didn't have the balls to say it.
Switches up real fast now.
No. I'm
saying he's saying what you from your perspective.
Because you're real proud of yourself for correctly saying a 2 seed would win, but you didn't have the balls to say it on the podcast because you didn't want to be wrong.
I didn't want to think that LeBron would lose the first round.
That's what you're saying.
Deep down wanted LeBron to win.
That's what I'm hearing is what everything I just heard when Neil was just shouting was, I correctly picked a 2 seed to be the 7 seed, but I told everyone the 7 seed would win because I really wasn't that confident in my pick.
Listen, all this comes down to, for him, is that KD and them boys don't have to see Bronny.
I wasn't fucking worried about that.
That's what yes. That's why you're so fucking hyped. That's why you're so hyped. Yes. I'm calling you on your bullshit. This goes for the Clippers fans. This goes for what? You got the Clippers, you got the Nuggets. You got the 76er fans, you got the Hawks fans, the Bucks fans are all happy as shit that man is out of the playoffs.
I'm not. Personally, I'm
yes,
not. I'm
you
sad.
guys
I want
are.
LeBron to win another chip. I would have loved to see LeBron face KD and them in the championship. I would love this. I love that shit. All right, but
bro, that's not even on him. That team sold him badly.
The fact that
it's partially on LeBron, I believe, in my opinion.
Wait, I gotta hear Phil's perspective.
Yeah, let's hear this because they sold him. They did not make no shots. Kyle Kuzma looked like me. He looked like me at Seymour, bro.
The role players, played terrible. I mean, there was like a stat out there that they attempted 110 threes and they missed like 100 of them. Well, I don't know how exactly the truth that is, but they missed a lot of shots. But I mean, LeBron looked like he wanted to get out of there. In the middle of the series, tired. He wasn't hustling back. I mean, like I said, it's not all the blame's on LeBron, but you got to put some blame on him.
Yeah, definitely.
LeBron wasn't 100% and still was the best player on the floor for them every night, every play. I don't understand. You can't blame. I don't understand how you can blame him.
Partially, not as much.
The bubble finals last year definitely took a toll on these teams. You see, the Miami Heat was bounced out quick. Lakers were definitely fucked up. The shortened season was stupid as fuck on the NBA's part.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna have another short one next year too. You hear they passed today. The regular season goes into effect next year. It's gonna be the same thing for the teams that won this year.
I saw that, and I was thinking about what I was thinking about was LeBron knew something crazy was gonna happen, and he was like thinking,
"Get us out of here!"
He was like, "AD, like." Go down because like then they won't blame me as much for losing the series, and then we can just pack it up and get some rest and come back next year.
I can enjoy the red carpet of
Exactly. We'll get Dame and we'll have Dame
come to the Olympics too.
We about to go to Cabo.
Yeah, he skipped the Olympics like the past 2 times.
Yeah,
he went to the finals 10 straight times. They made
what changes do we see the Lakers making in the offseason? Do they
everybody except for AD and LeBron are gone?
I think so.
Like literally everybody.
I think they might listen to offers about AD.
I think Caruso stays.
Well, yeah, because he'll be cheap.
Yeah,
he's a glue guy.
I think Caruso stays.
I think they might listen to offers about AD.
That boy, call that phone to Portland. Call that phone to Portland.
Boy,
they're gonna be so mad. How did he do this again? He getting the best player, one of the best, and then
would you do it
all of a sudden
for Dame time swap?
Yes, because I would, because Dame Lillard actually plays all season, and Anthony Davis, you don't know if you're gonna get him or not. Even when he plays, he's not healthy.
I mean, if I was the Lakers, I agree with you, Kenny. Like, everyone should be shit, but I would also listen to some AD offers.
Listen, Anthony Davis is still young. Sure, he's hurt a lot, but I think if his time was managed better and if he could get some sort of training, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with the guy, but he needs to figure shit out. But he's still young, so he definitely should stay on that team.
I would listen to some offers, in my opinion.
And I think all of a sudden,
only thing that gets me to get rid of AD is if I get a young star like Dame for him. Like, I'm not trading him for picks just to get rid of him, but it's like, if you're telling me I'll give you Dame, I'll give you Devin Booker, like a guy in that stratosphere is the only way you're getting Anthony Davis from me. Yeah, you're not going to give me
the
picks
only way,
and a role player.
Agreed. Yeah, the only way I'm trading AD is for like either like a very good player like Dame or Book, like you said, or like like a Thunder trade, like as many picks as you need or have.
Not even though, because with LeBron at this point of his career, you have to win now mode. So getting all those picks, right. It's. Right. If I didn't have LeBron, I would probably be in your camp. But I only got about 2 more years left.
It would have to be a star player in return,
right? Bro. Yeah. Listen, watch what happens. If the Dame thing, I don't think it's gonna go down. I don't think so. I don't know what Dame his mind is, but if he goes to the Lakers, watch everybody say how LeBron gonna get the best point guard in the league. And no one has ever called Dame Lillard the best point guard in the league. But he'll be the best once he joins
Dame's looking over across the coast at Brooklyn and saying, "Damn, like I could really do something like this. Like let me see. I'm from California. I would definitely look good in that purple and gold, and I get to play with LeBron. I get to play with AD. I'm saying, let me make a call."
You saw they were on the FaceTime.
I'm saying, listen.
If I'm the Lakers, I wouldn't put it out of this realm, to be honest.
They're having a Cancun meeting right now.
As soon as that Instagram post went up of him, like, how much longer do I have to stay low, whatever it was.
Post, yeah.
If I'm the Lakers GM, I immediately would get on the phone and say, everybody and every pick I have except for LeBron James and Anthony Davis for Damian Lillard. Let's go. Let's get it done.
No, they know what they're doing.
Listen, fuck all that loyalty shit, bro. You win.
Bro, Rob Pelinka knows what the fuck he's doing. All right, he's gonna make some
loyalty. All that loyalty shit is gonna get you.
I don't know if they're able to do like cross league trades. Because maybe you could pick up someone from China for Kuzma, or if that's possible.
Boy, garbage. I would listen. I would challenge him. If I was 6'7", 6'8", I'd challenge him to a 1-on-1 for his job with the Lakers.
You get absolutely smoked, bro. I'll tell you what.
I would obviously have some skills. I'm not gonna do it, and I'm just like a regular.
Hindsight, looking back at what the Lakers had, if they kept anybody except for Kuzma, like let's say they kept Lonzo, let's say they kept Brandon Ingram, let's say they kept Julius Randle, let's say they kept
Neil. Let's go back. I say this all the time. Let's go back even before they drafted Lonzo. Okay. When they traded D'Angelo Russell, let's say they kept D'Angelo Russell, right? So now we don't draft Lonzo Ball because we don't need another guard, right?
Yeah.
So they would have then drafted Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
So you now would have D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, and then you would have brought in LeBron James. And then you don't need to trade for Anthony Davis anymore because you would have been good. Then you could have signed him in free agency. Yeah. Could you imagine what that Laker team looks like if Magic Johnson didn't just blow it all up?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
Oh, did you hear what Magic said about Dennis Schroeder?
He needs to fucking go.
He's not a Laker. Hey, that was his exact terms.
Yeah, I mean Dennis Schroeder. I mean he was really good at Atlanta. He was good at OKC for a couple, for a little
He's
bit.
a good bet. He's a good 6-man. I don't think he.
I would definitely say he's definitely a great 6-man. He was a starter in this league, but you know what? Same thing happens in football. The tape is out. The tape is out. They know how to stop
He's
him.
he's not a starter with LeBron because they both need the ball in their hand. Like that's where they thrive. Like Dennis Schroeder is not an off-ball guard. You're not gonna because he's not a good enough shooter to play off the ball for the majority of the game.
Frank Vogel does not need to go. Frank Vogel is a great coach.
I think he needs to go.
Frank Vogel is now has a championship, and he knows how to work with the guys. He's a player's coach, always has been. He definitely does not need to go. And you're not putting Jason Kidd in charge of that team. No fucking way.
You're not putting Jason Kidd in charge of it. But.
Jason Kidd is a bum. Trust me.
He said, John said in the chat, he said Magic really called Dennis Schroeder not a Laker. I know he had a bad series. What's up with Magic Johnson pronouncing who won, who was not a Laker, because FaceTime is the gym wasn't my favorite time. I said, what?
Well, I mean, Magic is one of the greatest Lakers of all time. He does carry some weight with what he says. And majority of the stuff he says usually isn't wrong. I'm not going to. So I can't really say it. He says what everyone's thinking.
Hey, well, Shorter just, like, bro, they were in there for, like, 30 minutes and they scored 2 points.
I'm not going to be there.
I'm not going to be there no more.
I'm not going to be there.
I mean, I just think that Schroeder, they just need to change Schroeder's role and bring in a better point guard and move Schroeder to the bench if he stays. But
in all reality, you don't even need a starting point guard. LeBron James could be your starting point guard. I don't understand why they don't just adopt that philosophy. He's at the point of his career where that's all he's going to do is play chess out there anyways. So you don't need a starting point guard. Yeah. I would have LeBron, good, then I would get 2 wing players, and then I'd get forwards.
Bro, Ron needs shooters, bro.
You think they're going to stay committed to Drummond as well?
No, I saw something today too that said the only way Drummond comes back is if he takes a veteran minimum.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Yeah, he looked terrible. Like after he got signed by the Lakers and in the playoffs, like his defense was off, his rebounding was terrible.
He looked all over the place. But man, enough about the eliminated team and the Lakers, man. Let's get right to these series. Let's get right to it, man. Giannis was supposed to turn up for Milwaukee. He's supposed to turn up for the league. He's supposed to turn up for whoever because he said he was on a mission. But he's out here getting packed up by Brooklyn.
Packed him up, clapped him up.
Wrapped him up, clapped him up. We see TV,
man. Giannis has been playing well. The supporting cast of the Bucks has been showing up. Because he dropped like maybe 20 or 30 in each game, but he needs to do more though. But I think so far the only 2 Bucks that's shown up this series are Brook Lopez. Surprisingly, he's had decent games. Besides this game, he's playing like trash. But the first 2 games he was playing decent, and then Giannis is out there doing Giannis things. Mm-hmm. Middleton needs to do better. Drew Holiday needs to do better.
I'm done with that argument. I'm done with the argument of people around Middleton or people around Antetokounmpo need to be better. How many more times can this man go through this year after year? He wins the MVP, he wins Defensive Player of the Year. Everybody says, "Oh, he needs more help. Oh, he needs more." Chris Middleton has been a premier scorer in the league for years now, and now they go and grab a top 5 point guard in the league. Drew Holiday is a top 5 point guard in this league when he's healthy. Granted, he's hurt or injured every now and then, but when he's healthy, he's a top 5 point guard, I think. And they have Brook Lopez, who's no slouch. They have a good surrounding team around him. What more does he want? What more?
The problem is Giannis's game is too one-dimensional. In the playoffs, teams are going to let him bully. Go ahead, I'll let you bully me like that because you're not going to beat me that way. Like that's not the way you win NBA games anymore.
They're up right now. Problem. They're actually up right now with 6:30 to go in the game.
Yeah. Giannis has 31, and Middleton has 27. Giannis is shooting 1 for 7 from the 3-point line, though.
KD is shooting Paul.
Yeah.
Looks like 7 for 22.
Teams have learned, like, if I just let Giannis, if I just let him do his back-to-basket stuff, I'll still be okay. Or if I just pack the paint and make him have to beat me shooting, they're definitely never going to win a game. Like
he was teammates with Kyle Korver, so I'm shocked that his shooting hasn't improved yet because you had all that time with Kyle Korver in the Bucks, and your like 3-point shooting is like improved like slightly, not even that much. So. I mean, yeah. If Giannis doesn't take it to the next level,
I think that's gonna be tough. That's major guidelines right there. It's gonna be UMG Sound Group.
And plus, the Nets are handling the series without James Harden because he got injured the first minute of the game.
Nell got pressed over there. He turned their game right on. Too close. Can't be 2-1. Can't be 2-1 after
Can't
tonight.
be 2-1. Gotta be a quick sweep. We need to sweep this.
You let them boys eat up.
I mean,
It's a tight game, bro. KD is unguardable. It's really crazy. Is it
He's been
not?
going off,
Different
yeah.
back, bro.
It's different.
back.
He's different. He really
Favorite
is
player.
different.
Favorite player, man.
Yeah, I think they said like most of his threes has been contested, and he's been making a majority of his contested shots.
Kenny, you like LeBron. You love LeBron. I love LeBron. We love
Yes.
LeBron. But KD is different.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
I've always
And
said he's my
was a
favorite
big fan of
player.
this guy until he left OKC. I just didn't like how he did it. But I'm never gonna sit here and doubt the guy's talent. Like
Boy.
honestly, when it's all said and done, Mike O'Donnell is the most talented player we've ever witnessed. Just because he's 7 feet and can do everything that a guard can do. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
I mean, KD could possibly be the best player in the league next year. It depends how these playoffs go.
Bro,
like, you know,
I don't know, man. It's like this is my thing with the whole. It's always gonna be between, I think, Braun. To be honest, my thing is between the two. Can KD do this shit by himself? You feel me? Like
Never could.
Yeah, that's what separates the Braun versus KD.
Couldn't even
thing.
do it when he had just one guy. Think about it that way.
So that's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
He had
like,
Russ, who was a superstar.
He's amazing. He's not. I'm not gonna say he's a. That'd be blasphemous to say call him a role player, but he's a person where he kind of needs those type of. Like he's a motherfucker that comes to the court with those two guys that his best friends that are hoopers on his level that go to the park every single time. He can't go to the park and be like, yo, you, and you. All right, we about to win. Type shit.
Right. Like how
Like,
Jimmy
there's
Butler
not-
walked into Minnesota that one time.
Right, and it's not wrong with that, but like that, I feel like that's what separates, and that's what the story is gonna be told to be.
But you know, I just feel like he, I don't know, like the difference between him and LeBron. Like we know, obviously, LeBron just makes every single person around him better, right? Like it's crazy. But KD's good. Like,
Yes.
like he's damn
Yes.
good.
yeah, I'm talking about like skill wise.
That's because if we're not
he could
like
possibly be the best scoring player in the league next year.
because you can sit there and pick their games apart and then be like, yo, LeBron is better at this, KD's better at this, go back and forth. But Showboat just said he's better than Braun, and then you follow
Scoring-wise.
it scoring wise because you know
true,
what
yeah.
it is.
Right.
At the
But
end
that's
of the
I
day.
mean, I don't think KD might be the best scorer we've ever seen in basketball history. Like that's
Bro,
not an argument.
different,
Like,
bro.
no one is ever, if anyone tries telling you LeBron is a better scorer than Kevin Durant, I don't think they understand what they're saying to you because it's just not a fact.
Even though he'll have the most points.
Oh, absolutely. That's what's crazy impressive about it. But like,
But
Just the
the way that's the thing is so tough. Like
Giannis's three just went behind the backboard.
yes, yes, it did. I'm watching and I can't believe it. Actually,
Yeah.
I can believe it.
that shit is crazy. But like, I don't know. It's tough to really explain this. Like, it's not an argument. It's just like a explanation of it. It's weird to explain.
It's hard to explain. It's very hard to explain.
Like, cause it'll
Yeah.
be crazy to say like, oh, LeBron's a better scorer, but then KD is a phenomenal scorer, but Bron has more points than him. At any point of, if they were the same age, at that point or that many years in the league, LeBron will have more points than him. But we're saying KD's a better scorer. I think. How would y'all say it though, without being blasphemous to either of them?
It's hard. It's hard. It's a very hard
LeBron
conversation
is,
to have.
I believe LeBron's a better leader and better overall
No.
player.
Oh, yeah.
Because we get that, but I'm saying like the scoring thing. Because we're gonna.
No, it's-
people are saying
Kevin
scoring
Durant is a more
wise.
gifted scorer. It's very
Yeah.
because the thing is you can watch it. Kevin Durant does it with ease. Like LeBron, I don't know how to say it, but like LeBron, you see he's coming downhill, he's attacking you. Like Kevin Durant just does this shit so smooth, looks like it's second nature. He's not even trying.
Yeah, the only thing LeBron's better at than KD is like driving wise, but KD's definitely a better shooter. Mid range, deep range, short range. He's definitely one of the gifted shooters because with his wingspan and his like height,
Can block it.
not a lot of people can block his
Bro,
shot, if any.
KD is the player that everybody had in their head as a kid when they went to go create somebody, and that motherfucker.
Oh, that's a fact.
and that
2K,
motherfucker really
When I had
came to
NBA
life,
Shootout
and he's an actual person. You wanted the tallest motherfucker to be able to block people, and you wanted your shot not to get blocked and be able to shoot from
He's
half
been a
court.
very underrated defender as well.
Did Kyrie just get hurt?
Don't say that.
Not that I saw. Oh, I don't.
But-
no, he's in the corner.
But yeah,
Oh,
so
okay, that's
like,
Bruce Brown.
cause I can't use the word effortless, cause like at the same time, Braun he makes it look easy. He has people tackling on his back and his legs while he's going for and one layups too. So like, it's tough. I don't know, it's tough. But like KD, man, KD's a different bag, bro.
Yeah.
Different.
Showboat, I gotta disagree with you. KD, and I can give you Harden, but I can't give you Curry because
Yeah,
Curry
you're
is
tweaking now.
he's a greatest shooter and all, but like overall
Tweaking.
scoring wise,
Braun is
Tweaking.
different. Tweaking. Like
It's,
we're
a
gonna
conversation, man. It's a crazy
Yeah,
conversation to have.
and,
It really is.
And some people would even I don't know. I'm just saying. Some
I mean,
I know some huge
greatest
fans.
scorer of all time is Michael Jordan. I mean, that's a fact in my mind. Michael Jordan is the greatest scorer I've ever seen. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want on the court. Nobody could ever guard him. Nobody could guard the man.
If we're going stat wise, it's Kareem.
Stat wise, it's who?
Kareem.
Kareem?
see, I don't go just by
See,
the amount
come
of
I know,
scored. Like,
man.
No,
I mean,
no,
that's- I know
on,
what
man.
you're saying, but
I'm saying that's a troll.
Hold on,
Like,
hold on.
that's
All right,
what
so
people
listen,
will
let me
say.
do this.
That was a
Let's
troll.
let's go
LeBron,
to listen.
KD.
We getting off topic here. We on topic in the same. We
Yeah,
talking about the
I'll
NBA.
say that as a troll. As a heads up.
Let's get to the next series. The 76ers and the Hawks. We'll come back to that at the end. We'll save that for then. 76ers and the Hawks. They won one right now. Troy went to Philly and lit their asses up. And all my boys, man, MP need to show up. I'm sick of this Philly shit.
B needs to show up. How about Ben Simmons scoring double-digit points for once?
And yeah, they come for everybody on that team, bro. Everybody, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
I mean,
Good.
Embiid did drop 40 in that second game, but I think the Sixers are going to win in 6 because I think the series is going exactly how it's expected. Just at that next round, whether it's the Bucks or the Nets, I think the Sixers aren't going to win.
I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta goes to Atlanta and takes 2 there.
If you're looking at a team to beat the Sixers, Atlanta is that team, I think. They
Yeah.
match
Shoot
up
lights
great.
out.
They match up
I-
great.
Shooters.
I picked the Knicks to get out, and I had the Knicks beating the Sixers, so I would not be shocked if the Hawks end up beating the Sixers.
Right.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like the Sixers. I think Ben Simmons is fucking trash. Joel Embiid, in my mind, Joel Embiid is overrated. I think. I mean, I see the stats, but I think they're empty stats.
He's really good though. The fact that he can play out around the perimeter and
Yeah,
everything.
he's
too.
really
It's
good,
just
but I think he's
the health,
overrated.
yeah.
I think he shoots a lot of empty stat numbers up. To be honest, and I think the Sixers overall are just garbage. I don't like the Sixers at all. There's nothing about them that I like. I don't think that they'll ever win a championship.
Trust the process.
Shots.
Yeah.
And just
That shit-
like that,
that shit
Neil's
was-
been,
that shit
Neil's
was-
been voted out. Neil's been voted out by the IBTE founders for talking about the Phillies.
Treason. Treason.
Sorry,
Blasphemy on the highest account.
Treason. Nah, they don't give a fuck, man.
Well, I'm about to get a call right now.
bro,
So, yo,
they
we
be-
can talk after this.
They ain't got nothing to do with me. You got it, social media. Listen, they be firing everybody up in Philly, man. Philly is a different type of fan base, no matter what the sport is, man. It could be hockey, baseball. You could be going 4 for 4 for the Phillies, and the team lose. They're gonna fire you up because they lost.
the worst sports town. The
Crazy.
worst. They're the worst fans. They're the worst fans.
Beautiful stadiums, though, man. Beautiful stadiums. They're all right next to each other and everything. But going from there, we got the Jazz and the Clippers. That right now is
Pandemic P is back.
That right now is what 1-0 Jazz.
Why is he touching the ball so much? Why is Bruce Brown touching the fucking basketball? I just don't get it.
The Jazz
He's
are
the best player
playing.
on
The
the
Jazz
team,
are playing next, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Playing
All
for
right.
this.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
So I did watch that Jazz game. What was it Tuesday?
Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah,
so.
Tuesday. And they barely got up out of there. They were really
They
sloppy
did.
with the ball at the end of the game too. So what do y'all think about that series so
For
far?
me, there's pretty much, Paul George struggled. Another performance. He shot 4 for 17, but only had 20 points. His free throws saved him pretty much, but he needs to do a lot better if he wants to take off that pandemic P nickname, and he wants the Clippers to actually make the third round. I mean, they only lost by 3 because of Gobert prevented overtime, as a Clippers fan, I wouldn't be too worried about that game because if Donovan Mitchell scores 45 and you barely get out a win, that's kind of a little bit worrisome. So I think this series could go the distance if games are being played like that.
Bro, they were careless.
He can't be stopped.
Listen, they were careless with the ball at the end of that game. They were really lucky to get out of there, bro. Like, Donovan Mitchell came up the court and just threw the ball to, like, nobody. They went down, scored, like, 2 layups. And then next thing you know, he had the clutch block.
I was surprised Kawhi passed that out. I thought, Kawhi was going to, try to go.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Any of these other superstars can pass out a game winning shot.
LeBron does that shit. Pussy.
Wait, and LeBron does it to pass to open teammates. And he
teammates. Kawhi and Paul George passed to Morris. Dang, they about to look, bro. Bucks about to get swept. That's unfortunate.
You see that, Kenny? Did you see that shit?
Unfortunate.
Yo, someone check Neil's heart rate real quick.
I'll check it myself.
Yeah, I think the Jazz. I think the Jazz got a really good chance. I think they got potentially in 6. I think what will happen. They'll go down 3-0.
97.
You said what?
97 BPM.
That's it. This guy. The Clippers will go down 3-0. And shit, man.
I think they'll go down 2-1. I think they'll win one in.
What'd you say?
Clipper Lane. I think they'll probably go down, probably 2. I think they'll go on 2-0 and then win one at home and then.
Man, Engel's gonna catch fire in LA. You're gonna fire them up. He said,
I think the Clippers. I don't know. I think the Clippers. They obviously need the tandem of Kawhi and Paul George to work in order to win. And we've seen
it looks
in the
trash.
Past, it just doesn't work. They just can't play good together. I wouldn't say they're frauds. Honestly, I think Kawhi is top 5 in the league.
But the Clippers as a team, so not
100%.
Like
any roster
they're built terribly. They're built terribly.
They put that together last year, and everyone claimed how great they were going to be, and we have the 3 best perimeter defenders. How do you stop that? They couldn't even get to the conference finals last year. Probably not getting there again this year. And I'm supposed to believe this. I'm sorry. No.
And Luka put up 45 on your head a game.
Repeatedly, yes.
A game.
Like, that's the thing. They go, well, that's because he kept screening off of Kawhi all the time. Okay, but you guys kept harping on to me that Paul George was an elite defender, Pat Bev was an elite defender. So just because Kawhi's not guarding him, that shouldn't mean nothing.
Shouldn't be nothing, right?
I don't
they're
understand
saying they're a good
concept.
team defensively as well. So
yeah. Oh well, they keep screening off of Kawhi. Okay, cute. Now time for the rest of your defensive step up that you were bragging about for the past year and a half.
You blow a whistle on that? That's hilarious.
All right. So we got the next series. We have the Nuggets and the Suns.
I love it. I love the series.
Me too. I hope that whoever wins this goes to the finals.
I hope so too. I really, really, really want one of these 2 teams to. If the Nets, obviously the Nets will win the finals, but if the Nets don't, I would like one of these 2 teams to win.
Man, like the Suns, man, watching them against the Lakers because I was tuned into that series. Man, they are put together pretty good. I think it has to do with Chris Paul too. He got those guys locked in, bro.
15 assists.
Like he said before the season, this is your job. This is all you're going to do. This is your job. And they come in the game and do that. What happened?
Come on, Bucks. It's 83-82 with 30 seconds left.
Oh shit.
Come on.
So my stream's a little bit behind.
Kenny, what do you think about this series?
That's all right.
Nuggets Suns.
I mean, I think that Chris Paul's the ultimate glue guy, and I love everything about the Suns. Like, I wish that they didn't match up with the Lakers in the first round because I like Devin Booker, I always have, so I was definitely pulling for them to do well. Mm-hmm. So I didn't like having to root against them because I wanted LeBron. But now that LeBron is out, like, I hope Phoenix makes a run for it.
Where's Joker at?
Yeah. I mean, that's I don't know. It's so weird. This series is. I mean, you have DeAndre Ayton who can
MVP?
he could take him out of a game.
Come on, man. How you win MVP and follow that up with that, man? I don't know.
And I also think that we got to take into consideration he played all 72 games, and now Jamal Murray is out, so everything is on him. So that is a little bit tougher. But like you said, you're the MVP. Like, suck it up, Buttercup. This is where you gotta make the money.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta show up for your team because you MVP. You've been showing up all season.
Right. Plus,
Oh,
Michael Porter Jr.'s been struggling a little bit, and then Aaron
Mhm.
Gordon, who you got via trade near the middle of the year, hasn't been playing well. So the Nuggets need to figure it out if they want to make a run.
Uh-oh, my stream on ESPN, I got 11 seconds left. Bucks up by 1. Nets getting the ball. In case everyone's wondering why Neil is so quiet.
Remember KD
And
against
he's
remember
muted.
Remember KD against the Mavs? I think it was
Mhm.
top right wing going. I think was it going to the right or left? He hit that 3
Falling
to
out of
win it.
bounds. Yeah.
Was it falling out of bounds?
Yeah.
We know it's going
I
to
remember
KD.
that, man. Oh yeah, you got to. They can't go to nobody else. Sage man can't
That's why
touch the
Neil's
ball.
mute at the moment.
Yeah.
Neil, check your heart rate now.
He said it's
Not
10.
healthy.
He said it's 10.
Titan.
Go crazy.
Titan.
14 seconds. He said his baldy caused it a solar eclipse. He's killing it.
Yo, someone I
You're
know
wild.
just put on
You're wild.
Facebook. Dear LeBron, I am very sorry that I was hard on you because you had no moves. You have 1.5 moves, but you look like a ballerina compared to Giannis. Watching him play makes my eyes and stomach hurt, respectfully.
Oh man, what's good, Rick? What's good with you, man? We just recapping the series so far. I think we did all of them, right? I think we
Yes,
did.
sir.
We did all of them.
We're just waiting to see how this game
talk
ends
about
up with the Bucks and
Portland.
Nets.
What's your take on Porzingis?
Why does fucking Bruce Brown have the last 2 shots? The last 2 shots, Bruce Brown takes the fucking shots.
Doesn't he have like 20 plus though? He get to a bucket.
I don't care.
feed the hot
you
hand,
got
right?
Kyrie and KD.
He got 50% from the field. Give it to the hot hand. He's shooting the best on the team. Hot hand. 16 points. What is he?
No sleeping here.
8 for 17 now. So
There we go.
it's over. Yep.
3 seconds left, and 1 second left. Yep, 2 free throws. Yep, it looks like it's over.
Y'all funny, man.
Unless, unless what happens.
Kenny said it. Kenny, pretty much everybody said if the Nets don't, I feel like if the Nets don't make it, I would like to see the Suns. CP win it.
Even if the Nets make it, I want to see the Suns. I don't want to see the Nets win.
I'm still saying Bucks and 7. So.
I kind of
Bucks
want to see KD, but like at the
Bucks
same
and
time,
7
nah.
still.
But listen, this is the only way. I don't wish bad on Harden and Kyrie, but if those two go down, and he wills his team all the way there and wins it, I'm gonna have mad respect for him.
But is it really
Right.
willing them all the way there if they're already in this conference semifinals? Like, he would just have to win a round.
He said, "R.I.P. to the broom." Facts. Now you got troubles. 2-2. Going back to Brooklyn.
I just don't understand.
2-2. Going back to Brooklyn.
At 2-2. All right.
Going back to Brooklyn.
It's gonna be 2-2.
Bro, we held the Bucks to 85 points tonight.
And they held it to 84. Or
83.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Dang, that's crazy.
didn't the Nets go under 100 though? Like they scored under 90.
What's
That's
it?
a
Yeah.
recipe
What's
for
their
disaster.
record when they score under 100?
Yo, Phil, how many points did the Celtics score this round, bro?
Damn, got it.
Pussy ass Celtics scored tonight, Phil.
The same amount of points Julio Jones is scoring in the Falcons jersey next year.
Oh man. Oh,
shit.
Except that don't hurt because
that's a low blow. That's a low blow.
But if we watch the
It might
pod
wasn't.
2
That's
weeks
a
ago,
low blow.
if we watched the pod
low
from
blow.
2 weeks ago and read the group chat, I got no skin off my back with Julio
Right.
being
I
gone.
know. Listen. Stop the
That
bullshit.
was the
Stop
first thing
the
that
bullshit
came into my
because
head.
listen, bro. We love our teams, man. I know you're gonna see.
Right, I love my
you gonna-
team. See how you just said that? I love
Bro,
my
it's
team.
Julio though.
He's no longer-
the double
Neil, I don't
ones
think-
forever.
I think Neil's the only one here who truly believes you when I say, like, I'm
Right.
doing fine. Like, it is what it is. Like,
No, I'm
He's
still saying,
not on
I'm
my-
still saying Bucks and 7 though.
he's not on my team anymore. Does it suck? Sure, but like, I
Hey,
still got
listen.
Kevin
This is a
Pelton
message
with
for
me.
you. This is a message for y'all. He's in denial right now. Check on your friends when they lose their favorite players. Okay. Check on your friends on your
Okay.
sports teams.
Look at that.
Nah, I'm just messing. I'm messing with you, bro.
Nah,
I'm messing with you.
I
I'm messing
was
with
down
you.
when Brady left, so I understand how
Okay.
you
Move
feel.
out of the way, Kenny.
I mean,
show,
I
show
know
him
how
that
you feel,
picture. Show him
Red.
It's so much easier to move on when you have a top 10 receiver and you just drafted a
And you
all
got
world
Hot
player.
take.
Yeah, like,
Hot take.
what's hot take? He's a top 10 receiver and definitely going to be a top 10 receiver with
I
Julio in
agree
the
with you.
backfield.
Some people don't even know who Ridley is.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
and
the casuals.
when the fantasy football season comes up, I'm making damn sure not getting him in the draft. So just a heads up.
What happened?
I'm making sure Ridley and or Pitts end up on my team on the fantasy football league. Just a heads up.
It's not happening.
One way or another. If I have to draft him the first, no, I'm not gonna draft him.
The people that are getting him, I'm willing.
Sennheiser. Y'all make some great headphones, you know.
Wow.
I just want to say shout out to y'all.
Wow, get it focused on there. Come on.
Shout out to Elgato for making a great microphone.
Okay.
If y'all,
Not sponsored.
anybody like sees this
Shame-
video,
shameless
from Elgato
plugs.
or Sennheiser, please follow.
Shameless. Anybody else got a plug?
Oh, if you're not, following the IBT Sports page, make sure you guys do. Instagram and Facebook, make sure you look down below. Just a heads up. I heard it's under great management, but we'll see how.
Yo,
it goes.
Neil,
Through the grapevine.
it just came out for me. KD almost sunk the 3 to send it to
know.
OT.
I
The
know.
guys draped all over him.
Well, they didn't call foul on KD the whole fucking end of the game. Like they're literally hanging off his arms.
He said shout out to Manscaped.
Shout out to Manscaped. I mean, look at this beard. Hook me up, Manscaped. What's good?
Who said that, George?
Yeah, he did. Oh man, y'all hilarious. What else we got? You said
Who we got winning tonight between the Jazz and the Clippers?
Jazz.
Jazz.
Yes.
Drew Holiday came in the clutch in the Milwaukee game.
Wow. Kind of like he should.
A lot of angles tonight. 3. He gonna have 20. Got 20. I feel like he's gonna have 20. I don't know why. I just feel like it. See what happens though. Phil, what else we got? Phil, you said on here which 2 players would you combine?
So it was
to
basically
make it
like a TikTok thing. Basically, we pretty much tried this thing before. Like, what 2 players would you combine in the league to make the GOAT or like the greatest player of all time? Me and my friend did this on a stereo. What we did is we did a past version, so players who are currently retired, and a current version of players who are only playing now. But we took out Michael Jordan and Steph Curry to make it, a little bit challenging because everyone's gonna say Jordan and someone else, and for today's league, everyone's gonna choose Curry because of his shooting. So
you're saying to make 2 GOATs, 2 players from the present, 2 players from the past.
No, one from the past, one from the present, I thought.
Yeah, like for example, we would pick 2 players from the past who are currently retired to make the greatest player of all time, and another version of that would be the current roster of players who are currently playing to make the same version. So basically, like 2 different.
So
ideas.
2 GOATs.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that's okay. I understood. If y'all in the chat, man, 2 past players to make a GOAT, and then 2 present players to make a GOAT. Who would you guys pick? You can't pick Steph Curry, or you can't pick Jordan. What do y'all think, man?
Because everyone's choosing, Curry or Jordan in those picks. So I thought, take away that half, make it a little bit more challenging for us.
I would pick. Man, that's tough. That's tough.
I mean, for me, for the past person, I would go with Shaquille O'Neal being one of the most dominant centers of all time, and you add the shooting ability of Ray Allen to him. Because if you combine those 2 players, Shaq was already dominant in the paint. If you add Ray Allen's shooting touch,
Yo, hold on. What the fuck are you trying to do? Like, you gonna have somebody that can dunk on every. He said Ginobili, and who else? Ginobili and who else? Hold on.
I do love Ginobili, but
And Kareem, he said. Ew.
John said Shaq.
I feel like
and Kobe.
Ginobili's mediocre.
I'm saying, well, to get to the rack and everything too. He had that ability to get to the rim.
Ginobili thrived because of where he played.
Damn, that's one of the best 6 men of all time.
Hey, listen, this
because of where he
is
played.
this Showboat's pick in the chat, man.
Oh wait,
He said Shaq body and abilities with Kobe shooting and mindset. Okay.
I think Shaq and Ray Allen I think is a good combo as well. What do you guys think for past?
Okay.
We'll up 1 to 10.
I'll say pass for me. I would take. Man, that's tough.
I'd probably do for pass. I'd do Magic and Kobe. Put them 2 together.
Magic and Kobe.
Yeah, you'd probably get a GOAT right there. I mean, you already got 2 GOATs. Then you throw them shits together, and you got a super GOAT. That's easy.
I would do I'll do AI and Tracy McGrady for the pass.
Ooh.
AI and Tracy McGrady.
Give me Larry Bird and AI.
Larry Bird and AI.
I like it.
I like that.
I like that.
That would be wild.
All right, what about present?
Throw Larry Bird in AI's outfits?
Yeah.
That would be.
I would do LeBron and KD.
LeBron and KD.
Yeah, that's super
that's
simple.
typical.
That's what I was gonna say.
We're taking those two out.
You taking out LeBron and KD?
Yeah, we're
Because
taking them because that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Either that was everyone's famous pick, and also Giannis and Curry was also a famous pick.
bro, could you imagine somebody being 7 foot and being 275, built like Braun, and then being able to shoot,
KD.
and then being able to dribble like him, and also while getting tackled, going to the rim and being able to dunk on people?
No KD or no LeBron.
He said an uninjured Brandon Roy and DB. Who's DB?
Where's Burke?
Yo, Doris Burke.
Davis Bertman.
Stupid. I don't know who DB. Who the hell is he?
George,
if I'm doing
George,
present
this is why
day
you're
and
not
I
in the
can't
show,
have KD and I can't have LeBron and I
I'ma
can't
go
have
with-
Steph.
I'd go Harden and Giannis.
No Steph. He said no Steph.
No Steph.
No Steph. He said
Probably Harden and Giannis.
Harden and Giannis.
I'd probably go Harden and Jokic.
No, wait, yeah, I tell you, I'm.
Yeah, I think Harden definitely be a pick of mine.
Bro,
And-
go ahead and say it. Like we all I picked Tracy McGrady. Like he got everybody. Not saying he was trash, but he not like the conventional. But like
I'm gonna go Kawhi and Harden.
Kawhi and Harden.
The
Man, who am I
shiftiness
gonna-
of Harden and the defense of Kawhi.
I mean, we took out the top damn player. That's kind of tough here.
Yeah, I'll go Kawhi and Harden.
Yeah, but that makes you.
If I also had another pick, if I was in the lab and I just had a bunch of players and I was just throwing them motherfuckers together, I would throw Luka and Karl Anthony Townsend together as well.
Mm.
And that's pretty
crazy.
beast.
Dame and Anthony Davis would be fun.
Well, that's pretty fire. I like that shit.
We'd give him Dame's like injury history though, so like they'd be healthy.
Yeah. He said Klay Thompson. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking about Klay Thompson and Zion.
Shobo don't know how it works. He said
Klay Thompson and Zion.
He's trolling. We good. Definitely trolling. That'd be a good combo. So wait, just to have the final part of it, one retired and one current, just to to end it up to that group.
Damn. I would
go Ray Allen. No, not Ray Allen. I'm sorry. Fuck is his name? I can't think of his fucking name.
Reggie Miller.
Joe Harris.
Joe Harris. Yeah, that's a good one too. I'd probably do Reggie Miller, and I'd probably do something crazy like Giannis. That's a little something crazy like that.
Shaq and Luka.
Yeah, something crazy like that. I fuck with that. Yeah, something
little.
He was
something light like that.
He was Luka. He was flashing it a little bit when he brought the ball down the court. once in 50,000 possessions.
Steve Kerr and James Harden.
Steve Kerr and James Harden.
They're the same player anyways.
Right.
Steve Kerr and Jimmer Fredette.
Yeah,
they're really the same player.
Right. I'm gonna say. Damn, bro.
I'm gonna go with Hakeem Olajuwon and Klay Thompson.
Jeez.
I think that.
I'm going with Carmelo. And then I'm gonna go with Sean Kemp.
I'm gonna fuck around and go Oscar Robertson and Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I'm going Bill Laimbeer and Brian Scalabrine.
All right, now you're dragging it.
Yeah, I'm dragging the fuck out of this. Let's go.
Might as well.
Man. Oh man, my favorite part of the show here is the last wise words for the people, man. What y'all
Mike
got?
Trout and Shohei Ohtani in the same player.
Oh wait, that's already Shohei.
Yep.
A pitcher that's hitting bombs.
Bro, shout out to Shohei Ohtani. All right. He's like tied for second in the league in home runs. I mean, he thought he's a pitcher. He had 10 Ks the other night. I mean, it's really something crazy out here. And y'all just sleeping on it. Y'all don't even know what baseball is. All right? Y'all are literally
Neither do
sleeping.
the Yankees.
Fuck the Yankees.
The Yankees.
Who are these people offering terrible trades in fantasy baseball to me?
Oh, it's so crazy. Somebody offered me Shohei Ohtani, the pitcher, for Shane Bieber, straight up. I was like, bro, are you
They
drunk?
just offered me Alec Manoa and Richard Rodriguez, so I had to look them both up for Alex Bregman.
Well, Richard Rodriguez is a closer, and Manoa's, I think he's a pitcher for Toronto.
Yeah, but for Alex Bregman, like,
Yeah, that's
What wise words you guys got, bro?
Oh, we got one last question from John. If you guys want to answer it now, if you or,
Wait, what is it?
oh,
who will bounce back next? Who will be the biggest bounce back from next year for next year?
Yeah, it's gonna be hands down Clay. I think.
yeah, who?
If Clay can even make it to next year.
Right?
Yeah, hopefully he
Yeah,
doesn't
he
get
will be
hurt
Clay.
again.
Yeah,
But
there's
if he
a lot of injuries this year, so it'd be interesting to see.
Are we gonna count Jamal Murray?
Right,
Because
Jamal
he went
Murray,
down.
too.
Like,
Yeah, anyone injured this year or?
I think
last year,
it'll
sorry,
be
come back
like
next year.
as far as like biggest impact, it'll probably be those two, and the person that'll probably get more shine based on the teammates will probably be Clay, because they need
Because that Warriors
Warriors.
team is
The
going to be
Warriors need him
crazy next year.
more than the Nuggets. The
Yeah, but
Nuggets need him, but
nah, listen, he's their number two guy there, just like Clay's the number two guy in Golden State.
I agree with that. Jamal Murray, with the Nuggets had Jamal Murray, they would be a championship contender this year,
Yeah,
which
I
they already
think-
are without him. But it's a lot.
They had
It's
Jamal Murray. I
questionable.
think that they'd be in the finals. They would be walking there.
Another guy that the Nuggets are missing that everybody sleeps on is Will Barton.
Will Barton.
Will Barton is huge for that team.
He's been here and there. Yeah,
He does
availability-wise.
everything for that team, and he's been always hurt. So
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's going for 50 tonight.
yeah, they're not guarding him tonight,
Yeah, it's not happening.
He's
Just
in
so
a
we all
different
know,
bag.
he's going nuts already.
especially if D Wade's talking to him.
Oh yeah, Dwayne Wade
Right.
was there for last home game too.
Wait, did Dwayne Wade play for Utah?
Nope.
No, he owns part of them.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why.
I was
Yeah, that's why
he was
he's
there.
there.
I was like, bro, did he? Because I don't remember. Like towards the end of his career, he had some funky teams he played for. I was like, did he play for Utah?
He played for the Heat, Bulls,
Oh.
Cavs.
And then he went back to
He
the
went
Heat.
back to
I think crazy enough. I think if LeBron and Dame team up, all hell is gonna break loose. You're gonna see mad subtweets from all the NBA players saying this old ass LeBron needs help, more help. It's gonna be mad subtweets if Dame and LeBron
See,
team up.
here's the thing though. If it's a trade, like I don't understand how they can say that. Like, 'cause you had to give something up to get him. Like,
You know that's
and at that,
you
at
know
that
he on the
point,
phone with him
no,
right
at
now.
that point, like it's on Portland's front office. Like, if Portland's front office trades him, like be mad at them. Like, so coming over in free agency and trade to me are two complete different things. Like,
True.
there's way more moving parts for a trade. It's not like LeBron can just say, "Hey, Dame, come play with me," and Dame's like, "Okay, I'm a Laker tomorrow." Like,
Yeah, exactly. All right. Any last
let them
words?
tell that I'm just a LeBron fanboy though, so I can't say that.
What about you, Phil? What's your last words, man, for the people?
Let's see.
I like that. I like to see where everybody's mind is at throughout the week because it always changes.
You know,
and
this whole
shit.
thing was recently IBTE had its 1 year anniversary, all because of one of our co-founders here, Lawrence. So shout out to you personally.
Appreciate you,
and
bro.
Shout out to the other co-founders as well. One of the things that this network was based off of was consistency. So, and we're gonna continue to give that consistency up 100%. So,
Bet. Yeah, definitely like you said, bro. Our 1 year, June 8th, 2020 was our first shot, Club 157 episode. That's when we first started. It feels good to get to this point, to see the progression. And we got a long way to go. A lot of stuff to improve from what we got right now. Adding Neil to the show, and I obviously asking Phil and Kenny initially to join has been amazing to see that we're at. I think we're almost at 50 episodes. I want to say we're getting close. We're in the
Getting
40.
close.
I think we're in the 40 range or something like that. So man, it's a blessing. But I'm gonna close it out after Kenny and Neil, was that your last words about the Oshani guy?
Did you just call him? Did you just
Am I-
Oh, Shawnee.
Oshani?
cancel
Are
him.
you fucking mind?
Cancel this
Are you
man.
fucking mind? Oh, Shawnee?
Oh, Shawnee? Oh, Otto in the chat. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good, man?
Bro,
I don't
it's
want to
the
hear. I
Lions.
don't know excuses.
He's gonna be run it back for the Titans. Did you guys talk about it? Did you talk about it?
Check the
Yeah,
tape.
man, I just want to kind of second on what Phil said. Obviously, IBTE means a lot to us here. Obviously, I bless them with my presence whenever I step on this mic and this camera. But couldn't do it without Lawrence.
I appreciate. At least you acknowledge me this time around. I appreciate that. I'll save that one in my jar.
Progress. Yeah.
I couldn't do it without Rick and them. Obviously, Lawrence is kind of just there. I know Rick kind of just brought Lawrence around because he felt bad for him. So, that's kind of like what happened with the IBTE thing. But yeah, so, in all seriousness, though, I'm glad to be part of the fam here. I know everybody's glad I'm here.
Man, we miss y'all at Vermont, man. You guys got to come to the.
We got to do something
next
crazy,
time, bro. Next time, like,
we
I don't know if we got to make it. We can make it family oriented to get everybody there, like. Where we can go PG. Don't gotta go to.
It's a bad time, like my girl's birthday and everything. So we had plans, everything. So it was just
I toasted you guys and everything out there. You feel me? Like I name dropped you on the episodes that's coming. Man,
we gotta drop the episode quick. That shit looks fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what about you, Kenny? What's your last words, my guy?
Well, I guess I can't be the only asshole that doesn't thank Lawrence now, huh?
You don't have to thank Lawrence. You gotta thank them.
You gotta think. Listen, that's the thing about me. I don't need the credit. I don't need the credit.
Yeah, no, it's been a year.
The
For you guys, been a
people
year.
know.
We're creeping up. It's pretty cool. Thanks to everyone for watching and giving us something to do on a Thursday night.
We'll be a year. Week 3 of the NFL season.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that week will be the. Or maybe it might be even the week before, to be honest. I forget when do we even film? Like,
week 3 was the first week we filmed.
Yeah.
What days were we filming at that point?
We were filming on Thursdays and dropping on Fridays.
Okay.
No, because we were filming on Thursday because Thursday Night Football was on. Then we switched to Wednesdays.
Oh,
we went back
to
Thursdays.
Yep.
Because we went to Wednesdays because we didn't want to do it during the games anymore.
So think about it. If the Rams never did trash in that season, they would have never been a part of the team.
Right. If I didn't have to call them frauds on Twitter.
Right.
No, bro,
He said, "What is this? I gotta get on this show. I gotta get out of here.
I gotta protect my fam. I gotta protect my pride.
We gotta. What's the name too? We gotta. I gotta find that tweet, screenshot it, and the 1 year anniversary of that. We're gonna post that.
Because it'll come upon my time, huh? But I still stand by what I said at the time. The only teams you guys beat were in the NFC East.
Fraud. Listen, that was one of my favorite episodes, though. Fraud in the first degree.
And then we come one play away from making the Super Bowl. So,
but man,
at the time, I'd go back and I would make the same comment. I stand by the courage of my convictions.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Oh man, listen. I always, especially when I go through the chat, bro. I always shout you out because you be mad consistent, regardless. Obviously, we know that you're working on Thursdays when the show's going on. You still come to rock with us, and I think he spent it might have been his lunch break last week to come and film with us. So definitely shout out to you, bro. But man, 1 year of IBTE Network, a lot of expansion. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful things coming. A lot of people that were outraged by Club 157, your answers are going to be your prayers are going to be answered with the series that are coming. They're on the way. We got 3 new series that are coming to IBT Network that have nothing to do with me and the co-founders. So this is going to be really, really exciting. So I can't wait for it. I appreciate you guys. IBTE Network on all platforms. Shout out to Phil. Phil's on the sideline as he just watched them boys go to 2-1 right next to KD. That sold down the stretch. But man, make sure y'all go follow the sports page here. Shout out to Phil. Phil put it together. He ain't gonna give himself credit. So I'll give him credit. He put it together. He facilitated that. He's gonna be posting and everything like that.
I'm not even a likable Phil.
Oh man,
According to
the episode was crazy. Y'all was disrespecting my man. Like,
The worst Phil.
But-
I know other Phils too. He's the
but
worst
like
one.
I said, I appreciate everybody from
least
the
someone
bottom
does.
of my heart. This concludes another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. We gonna catch you later. See you later. Have a